Hello, welcome to the Sunnydale Diaries, a podcast where I, Sean,
And I, Melanie.
watch and discuss every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Today, we will be having our season 3 recap. We'll be talking about the highs and lows of the season,
Oh, and they were both.
our favorite and least favorite
Oh,
episodes,
we have them.
and we got some surprises in
I'm
store.
very excited.
Originally, I didn't really plan on doing anything special, and then Melanie mentioned she had this cap and gown.
No. That she ordered this cap and gown.
That's true. Ordered. Which, thanks to the snow in North Georgia, caused our recording to be delayed.
Yeah.
But after hearing that, I was inspired and went on a mad dash to several stores and Amazon
I'm very excited.
over the weekend.
Yeah.
And I have some things.
Okay.
So
All
they'll
right.
be appearing.
All right.
So just some statistics for you. I did a little bit of data gathering.
Yeah.
The analyst in me. Our first season 3 episode came out July 29th. And our last one was January 6th.
Yep.
22 Buffy episodes.
Yes.
Which, when I was going through, because I went through today to get all of our ratings.
Yeah.
It was a lot. Like, I know we've done a full season already with season 2, but I feel like this was a lot.
What do you mean? We've done 2 full seasons.
Well, season 1 wasn't like a full, 22, 23 episode
Oh, okay.
season.
A long season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
My hat keeps falling off.
oh,
All right. I'm going to sacrifice my hair. Okay. All right, you guys. This is very nerdy looking. All right.
I
Go
know
with
you
it.
haven't seen it.
All right.
There's a character in the first season of Heartstopper. His name is Tao.
Yeah.
And he has very long hair that comes down and then swoops out like this.
Yeah.
And that's what
Is that what it looks like? I got this weird swoop thing going on. That's okay.
Yeah, I like it.
That's all right, you guys. We'll deal with it.
And your tassel is on the right side, like everybody else's at graduation.
That's right.
Except for Buffy, whose hers is on the other side. We had one convention where we had 2 days there and got photos with 5 cast members.
I had 2 conventions.
That's right. You went to Dragon Con and met Seth Curry.
I did.
Still jealous of that.
I'm not saying it, but
One tasting episode, our Scooby Snacks, where it was inspired by season 2, but we released it during season 3 where we did our Oreo tasting.
Yes.
And one panel where you asked the Buffy actors who would survive on a Survivor style show.
Yeah, and Julie Ben said her because she'd eat everyone.
Yeah.
And now I understand more. Anya saying with powers or without powers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So for about 6 months.
Yeah, we've been busy.
It's been a lot. Yeah.
And I moved.
Yeah. We transitioned from audio only to audio and video.
Yep.
And if you are listening to audio, and we love all our audio listeners, I mean, that is where the bulk of our listening we're doing comes from.
Yeah.
If you have the capability to watch this one on YouTube, you probably should. You need to get the visuals.
You're going to miss all the props and outfits Sean promises me. Like Lady Gaga.
There is no
costume changes.
There is no meat dress.
No? Oh, okay. All right.
No. So we've grown. We've changed.
Yes.
And I think that the characters on Buffy did too.
Yeah.
So let's start with Buffy.
Okay.
What do you think she learned from this season? How did she change?
I hope that she learned to rely more on her friends, to be open and honest with her friends. I mean, we started this season with her, she had taken off, abandoned everybody, and there was a lot of resentment from her friends, and I guess toward the end, she had been voted class protector and they came to embrace her more, and hopefully she has learned to embrace them and let them in a little more.
What about her attempting to kill someone? How do you think that impacted her with Faith?
Yeah, she dipped her toe into the dark side a little bit this season, didn't she? I don't know. It'll be interesting to see going forward if she's willing to turn to that side a little more and use that in her slaying.
What about Joyce? Did Joyce get better as a
Freaking
mom?
Joyce. Freaking
Did she
Joyce.
get worse?
No, all I could think about is the Dead Man's Party episode where she was like talking about it's so hard having Buffy back, and you know, she's still awful. No, she did try though, didn't she? She, by the end, even with the Ascension coming up, she was like, I want to be here for you. I want to support you. Although Buffy still had to explain to her, no, that's not the right thing to do. You
Right.
need to
If you
leave.
stay, you're going to get killed. I do think that Joyce finding out that Buffy is the Slayer and coming to terms with that did help improve their relationship.
Yeah.
Because taking it, from Joyce's point of view, she just sees Buffy disappearing in the middle of the night, coming home at all hours, and now there's a reason for it. I mean, I'm sure it stresses her out a ton.
Again, it's about Buffy letting people in to know what's really going on.
Yeah.
And giving them some trust and credit that they'll be understanding and supportive.
Right.
Yeah.
How about Willow? I think we saw some growth from Willow.
Willow is coming more into her witchy self, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
And she lost her virginity this season. That's big.
I think we saw more confidence in her.
Yeah.
This season, even like it's one of my favorite scenes from the very first episode when Andrew Holick climbs out of the grave and she's standing there like, you want to get me, big boy, or whatever it was that she said. Her standing up to Faith I think it was in Choices.
Yeah. I do think, though, her getting into her witchcraft is helping her with that. Helping her, like, so far up to this point, she's been the tech person, like she's hacking into the systems, but now she's got a more active role, can really help with her spells and stuff. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Xander.
Xander.
I'm trying to think of, did he change?
I mean, he was kind of unlikable this season, because first he cheats on Cordelia. He has a good thing with Cordelia and messes that up. And then he gets into trouble when he's the Zeppo and he's trying to find himself, but he's kind of a dink about it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did we see that much development with him? I mean, he did help out Cordelia in the prom episode and bought her dress and kind of was decent about that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad they did reconcile towards the end there because I'm with you. He should not have cheated, but I'm glad they came to terms by the end of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still really haven't seen much of her yet, but I do think that Anya grew a little.
She's kind of funny, huh? She is trying to come to terms with her situation. It'll be interesting to see. I imagine she has more screen time coming up. It'll be interesting to see how she develops.
Yeah.
And if she gets her power back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Cordelia?
So, it was interesting. I was kind of looking back at my notes and everything, and the whole Cordelia all of a sudden being poor, that was kind of out of left field. Her response to it, I wouldn't say it's growth. It's just more kind of petulant. I don't know.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Yeah, like this, there was a lot of stuff between her and Xander this season. And so it's kind of good that at the end they had a little coming together. It was okay. A sweet moment.
Mm-hmm. And I think last, Oz.
Oz is just like even keeled through the whole thing, right? He did have a couple moments, like when they were going to trade Willow for the box.
Yeah.
And he smashed something.
It was like a cauldron that they were.
Yeah. And then he made his move on Willow. That was kind of, he was panicking.
Yeah.
But, he's great.
Yeah.
He's great. And I guess he'll graduate next year, right? Or did he graduate?
He graduated.
He graduated. Okay, so they're all graduated now. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Off to college they go.
Yeah, well, or working. Who knows?
Yeah, true. All right, let's touch on the episode.
Okay.
A little bit.
All right.
So, episode 1, Anne.
Yep.
Buffy ran away at the end of season 2.
Yep.
Worked with the waitress.
Yep. And then she met Lily and Lily's boyfriend with the awful
Yeah, Sean Thomas.
tattoos.
Yep.
We found out it was actually Chanterelle, the mushroom girl.
Yeah.
And they got involved with like a cult of like homeless people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it turns out that they were using up the homeless people till they were just husks. They were no one.
You know, kicking them back out into our world for them to die.
Yeah.
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 Our ratings were pretty split. I was a 4. You were a 2.
A 4.
Yeah. When I was gathering the ratings today, I was like,
a 4. You want to change that? You want to retract your 4?
I said it. It is out on the interwebs.
All
It will
right.
not change.
It is forever.
I want to throw a couple of questions your way. Some what ifs.
Okay.
What if Buffy never ran into Lily Chanterelle? Would she have ended up back in Sunnydale?
I think she would have been pulled back to Sunnydale. I think something would have pulled her back. Or concern for her mother, perhaps. Or there would have been some demon that found her eventually, because where was she? Like LA, or didn't we joke about it was Sunnyvale?
Sunnyvale,
yeah.
I always thought it was LA, but they never actually said it.
But it was wherever it was still not that far away. And yeah, I think some tendril of evil that's a good band name.
Ooh, that is a good
would have
name.
reached out and pulled her back in. Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
It's her destiny.
Yeah.
She's the Slayer. You can't outrun that.
One girl in all the world. The chosen one.
Sometimes 2 or 3, but but we won't be picky about it.
I think my favorite part of that episode was when she says to the demon guy, "Hey, you want to see my impression of Gandhi?"
I wrote that down, yeah.
Daryl's on up with the club. And then Lily's like, "Gandhi?" Well, he was really pissed off. And then she ended up home at the end of it.
Yep, she handed off her grimy, crappy apartment and her life as Anne. She handed it over to Chanterelle.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to touch back with Chanterelle. Like, where are they now? Chanterelle's still working at that little restaurant.
All right, Dead Man's Party.
Dead Man's Party.
Zombies.
Yes, and it was the big party where Buffy was pissed off at everybody and everybody was pissed off at Buffy. And we met Joyce's library or book group friend, possibly lover, Pat,
who made empanadas.
Yes.
My favorite scene for that episode is Giles driving in the car.
Yeah.
I'm Giles.
Yes, I get it.
Do you like my mask? Isn't it pretty? It raises the dead.
Yes. Excellent.
All right. Okay. All right. What else about Dead Man's Party?
That was where Buffy was going to go work at Hot Dog on a Stick, and we had a big conversation about Hot Dog on a Stick.
Yes. I did not know it was a real restaurant.
Yes. And that's the one where Buffy enjoys the cat, the dead cat.
Oh, the zombie cat.
The zombie cat that Oz wanted to name Patches.
Yes. Our ratings were a little closer on this one.
Yeah.
I was a 3.5. You were a 2.5.
Yeah. I stand by that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mask was horrible. Although I did go online when we were talking about doing fun things for this episode, and I went onto Etsy, and you can buy an Mubani mask replica.
I thought about printing one out and just doing a paper
plate mask.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, we totally should do that. The next convention we go to, Sean, we're making Ovu Mubani masks with red LED lights for the eyes. Yes. We'll see who gets it.
Yeah. All right. Next, we have Faith, Hope, and Trick. The era of the Willow fuzzy sweaters.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
This is the best I could find.
I love it. Fuzzy sweater. I love it.
But she was wearing a red one in this scene, in this episode.
Okay.
Faith, Hope, and Trick.
Still don't like that title.
I was going to say you didn't like the title. We meet Faith.
We met Faith. We met Mr. Trick. Did we actually meet the mayor face to face? There was talk about the mayor.
There's talk and Hope. We met Scott
Scott
Hope.
Hope.
Remember Scott?
That's right. Scott Hope, the boyfriend for at least a couple episodes.
Yeah.
You know, I had a question about this one. Do we know Faith's background?
What?
Know that she was running from the demon.
Conquistos?
Yeah, that guy. And that guy killed her watcher wherever she was. But do we know where she was and what her past is besides that? They never talk about
Not
that, right? They
really.
don't go into depth
No.
about why she is the way she is. No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, interesting.
We get little snippets throughout the season, but nothing major. Like
Yeah.
she talked about, I think it was her mom called her a little firecracker, but nothing like concrete.
That's too bad. That would be interesting to know that. Like, I wonder if we ever meet Dushku. We should ask her, did she think about that when she was portraying this character? You know, what made her like that? Like,
Right.
so for violence, you know? I mean, she really got off on it.
Yeah.
That's some, and obviously she has some daddy issues,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So I don't
Big
know.
time.
There's some stuff going
Yep.
on there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this was the one. Yeah, we met Kakistos, who was also known as Kissing Toast, Taquitos, Khaki Trousers,
Yes.
and also
Good
Angel
stuff.
came back in this episode.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking, like, what can I do for Angel? Like, well, I could just lay on the floor naked.
Yes.
But like, no. Beauty and the Beasts.
Beauty and the Beast. Yep, this is where we met Pete, the abusive boyfriend. I don't remember his
Yeah.
girlfriend's name.
I don't either.
Okay, you know.
We know who we mean.
Yeah, that girl. And this is the one where Angel is all rabid. He attacked Buffy, right? And then she's got him
Mhm.
chained up in the mansion. Nobody
Yep.
knows that he's back.
Right.
Again, Buffy's still withholding information from her friends. And then at the end, there's a big fight. Willow and Faith are trying to trank dart Oz in his wolf
In
form,
werewolf.
right? In his horrible
Yep.
werewolf costume. What'd they call it? The gay possum?
Oh, yes. Yes.
In the gay possum costume. And Buffy and Faith, no, Buffy and who else? Was it just Buffy fighting Pete?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And
Yeah.
he's getting the upper hand, but then Angel jumps in and he wins the fight for her.
But he's still very feral.
Yes.
Around
Yes.
it. Yeah. And we found out that Pete was drinking some kind of glowing formula.
Oh, look at you. Oh, Sean. That's amazing. What is it?
The inside of glow sticks.
Oh, it's green goo.
Yeah.
Don't drink it. It'll turn you into an abusive boyfriend.
I will not be drinking
You'll
it.
have to go to the hospital.
Or I'll just be like all cool and glowing.
Oh my god. You turn into Mr. Hyde. So that's what was happening to Pete. He was drinking that green goo. We don't know what the green goo was. We don't know how he found the green goo. We don't know how long he's been ingesting the green goo.
And why he suddenly didn't even need the green goo anymore.
So many questions. But it was like a very special episode.
Yeah.
Where that girl was definitely a battered wife and was like making excuses for him and
yeah, I remember at the end, it'll be okay. I could change them.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Question for you is, if Angel didn't come back and he was not there to save Buffy, do you think she would have gotten out of it?
No doubt. She's a slayer.
Yeah.
I rewatched it. I rewatched it today and I was like, yeah, he threw her on the ground. She would have got up. She would have come to. She would have had like another burst of Slayer energy. Kicked his ass. In fact, she would have been pissed off at Angel. She would have been pissed off. I had that guy.
We both gave this one a 3.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. It was
okay.
It was fine.
It was fine.
It's kind of meh.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Oh man. Stuff happened in this episode.
A lot happened.
Stuff happened. Scott Hope breaks up with Buffy. Rightfully so. I imagine she's a terrible girlfriend.
Especially at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. Willow and Xander kiss.
Hate
Mm-hmm.
it. Hate it so much.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then Slayer Fest. What they find, they're in the limo and they come to they get dropped off in the middle of the woods and there's a TV there with the
And the
world's
VCR.
longest extension cord
I still
announcing
want to
Slayer
know
Fest.
what that VCR is connected to.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I think it was a car battery,
I
right?
watched this one too. I watched that part and where they're watching the TV and then it goes Slayer Fest. It's got its own logo and everything. Like there's some production value.
Mr. Trick
Mr.
doesn't mess
Trick,
around.
he is the tech master.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We had the Fritz twins in that
Mm-hmm.
one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mr. and
Yeah,
Mrs.
Wild George,
Gorge.
his wife.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And
And
then when they're at homecoming, Faith is at the homecoming dance. I think we might have talked about that episode. Like, why is she even there? How is that possible that she's there?
is she a student? Does she
I
just
think
hang
she was
out?
there as a chaperone, now knowing who she is and what kind of person she is, perfect.
That's
That's perfect that
that's
she's the chaperone at the Sunnydale High homecoming.
not
Sure.
a good idea.
It fits right in.
Buffy and Cordelia battling it out for prom queen, and
Yes.
which then led to them being, in the limo alone,
Yes.
and Cordelia holding her own. She had the spatula.
That's right. That's right. She takes someone out with the spatula. Oh man.
Yeah, Miles' wife.
Oh, and I think we mentioned that to her when we met her.
Yeah, because we said homecoming. She said, is that the one where I was in the
Yeah,
green
that green
dress?
dust. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Oh yeah, we questioned because I think we even called the episode like spatula to the abdomen because that spatula was nowhere near the heart,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not even close.
Oh, this show.
Fan candy,
Okay, band candy. Oh boy. Oh,
chocolate.
oh, the chocolate. Oh, all right. Oh, Michael, you might get lucky later.
No, this is just regular chocolate.
Oh, so you say.
I just think it's funny. I'm doing it on purpose, but like when Giles and Joyce were kind of giving Buffy grief
Yeah.
about, lying to them, and they're trying to be really serious.
Yeah.
But every time
They just can't get enough of it. I know.
they're gonna stop.
Yep. Yep. So here's
Chocolate that
another
made the
question
adult.
for you. So at the beginning of this episode, the whole reason they're selling the candy, Snyder is like putting the pressure on the kids. You're going to sell this candy to benefit the school, right? Like, again, another example of him forcing the school spirit on them. Did he know at that point that the chocolate was tainted?
I think so.
You think so?
I think so. I mean, he clearly had some connections with the mayor.
How much did he know?
I don't think he knew everything. I think like he probably knew like this chocolate needs to be sold. It's for the mayor, but not why.
Not
Not so
what it
that
was
we
going
can.
to do to people, and not
Yeah. Not.
why they would want it to do that to people.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think he knew about the mayor's supernatural elements, or just that he was very powerful
I
politically?
think very powerful and said some kind of supernatural connection, but I don't think anything more than that.
Certainly didn't know he was going to turn into a big demon snake.
I'm gonna play a clip of one of our season 2 episodes.
Okay.
Because you brought up the mayor, and I just think it's interesting how like quickly writers can put in a new character and they take up so much of the storyline.
Yeah.
Like mid season 2, we didn't know anything about the mayor.
Okay.
Really.
Yeah.
He's mentioned, I think, only in if not the finale, one of the ones very close to the finale. And then, by halfway through season 3, he's, the big
Like the big
bad,
bad. Yeah.
controlling everything.
Yeah.
And
It makes you wonder how in advance the writers know these arcs. Like, did they know? Okay, when they were talking about they knew season 3 was going to be about the mayor and the Ascensions. They were like, we have to introduce him somehow, way back here. Interesting.
Yeah. So back in toward the end of season 2, I Only Have Eyes for You.
Mm-hmm.
I think we get a mayor reference, and you made a comment about it.
And then I don't know why they would care about the mayor, so I guess we'll find that out later. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then way back in season 1, you were saying something about the school.
Yeah.
Like, we're in school. Why would parents let their kids go there? I'm like, yeah, someone should call the mayor.
Nice.
You know how I always make fun of the bronze, and I'm like, God, is this? And also, what kind of school is this? And I'm saying it again. What kind of school is this that there are still any students left, that they haven't shut this school down? Because even the principal says, yeah, the school has quite a reputation for like blah, 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 and exploding cheerleaders. And it's like, what parent is letting their child come to this school anymore?
That's a fair question.
Thank you.
I think the local city government and the school board really need to take some action. Somebody called the mayor of Sunnydale.
That was back in the puppet show. 16 minutes, 25 seconds.
Ted. No, that wasn't Ted. What was the puppet's name?
Sid. Yes.
Sid the puppet.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's interesting how they brought in the mayor. Yeah. Going back to Dan Candy, Giles and Joyce.
They did it.
They got together, apparently on a police car, apparently.
Now, I was going to say, when we were just talking about Rabbit Angel, and you were saying, how could I could have had a costume change to be Rabbit Angel. You could have handcuffed yourself to the sofa. There's a lot of handcuffing in this show, in this season. Everybody gets handcuffed at one point or another in that mansion.
Oz and Willow probably did at one point.
Maybe. Vampire Willow, for sure.
This, I think, was the first time that you had a higher rating than me.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was a 4 and you were a 4.5.
I really enjoyed them being silly.
Yeah. Yeah, I like all the types of episodes on this show, but the ones that are truly comedic, they're good.
They're good.
I like them. Revelations.
Oh, that's where we meet Gwendolyn Post.
Yep. This was our first episode after our convention.
Oh, yeah. This is where the rest of the group finds out that Angel is back, because Xander sees sees Buffy and Angel together.
Yeah.
And this is also the one where Gwendolyn has it's about that glove.
The glove of Minigan.
That one.
Begin again.
And she puts it on. There's like lightning effects. Yeah. Big budget. This was a big budget one.
Yeah. And she lost that hand pretty quick.
Yeah, she did. Yep. And then we find out she wasn't really a watcher.
Yeah, not anymore.
No.
She used to be.
Yeah.
Went to the dark side.
Yep, that's right.
Do it. Both of us were middle of the road. You were 3.25. I was 3.5.
Yeah, it was fine.
Yeah. What if Faith wasn't betrayed by Gwendolyn Post? What if she actually stayed to be a watcher?
If she really was the watcher and she was on the up and up?
Mm-hmm.
That would have been interesting. Well, I don't know. I think Faith would have had a really hard time with her because she was so strict, right? And by the book, and I don't know that would have worked out well for either of them.
Instead of the deputy mayor dying, it would have been.
Yeah.
It would have been
I don't know.
Gwendolyn.
I think, Faith being Faith, I think she would have gone awry anyway, and something bad would have happened eventually. She just got that thirst for violence.
Yeah.
She would have rebelled against Gwendolyn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We never would have gotten Wesley.
Yeah. My favorite. Although Gail says that he is redeemed in Angel. He has a really good character arc in Angel.
Yeah.
And I said that would mean I'd have to watch Angel, and I'm not willing to invest in Wesley that much time.
Are you willing to invest 4 minutes?
Yeah, 4 minutes, sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you go to Hulu?
Yes.
and pull up season 4, episode 1 of Angel. And it's around the 11-minute mark, but it's a 3-minute scene with Wesley and a woman.
Okay, I'm there. Okay.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Uh-oh.
I have to back up. Oh. Is that Wesley? What? Oh.
I can't hear it, so you gotta tell me what's going on.
He's all naked and sweaty with this girl. He doesn't have glasses on. She just licked his neck.
You'll know when the scene's over.
Okay.
It's not that long. I think it's 3 minutes.
Oh. She's leaving. Okay. Ooh. Oh. All right. Well, right up until the very last second of that scene, I was like, damn it, Gail. I could get on board with this Wesley.
It's a very different Wesley. He
hunky.
Who knows? Maybe we will be doing Angel later.
Oh no! Damn it! But then the very last thing of that, I was like, I don't know what I don't like that.
Well, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Wesley changes.
All right. Damn
it. But before we get to Wesley, we have a Lover's Walk.
Lover's Walk. Yes. So Willow and Xander are still struggling with their fling, whatever it is, and Spike is back.
Spike is back.
Yes, I bet I probably graded this one pretty good. This was a good one. This is where Spike comes back. He wants a magic spell to make Drusilla love him again. Willow wants to use magic to stop the feelings that she and Xander are having.
Some delusting.
Cordelia sees them, and she's impaled on the rebar. Impaled.
Yep.
Whoa.
And then they cut to the graveyard. And you think
yes.
she's dead.
Oh, the freaking bait and switch.
Yeah. Freaking Spike is drunk the whole time.
Yes, he was. And driving a car with totally blacked out windows. I have no idea how he was able to navigate, but yeah. Yep. That was a pretty good one.
Yeah, that one, that end is I think is why I gave it a 3.5. You gave it a 3.
I gave it a 3?
I think you did.
Yeah. All right.
My question for you, what do you think would have happened if Oz and Cordelia did not walk in on Willow and Xander?
I think that Willow would have ended it. Because she felt so bad. She would have ended it. But then she would have ended up confessing anyway, because the guilt would have just eaten her alive.
Yeah.
Because Xander, I don't know, is kind of a jerk and might have continued on, giving into his physical desires. But yeah, I think Willow really genuinely wanted out and would have felt awful. What do you think?
Yeah, I think between the two of them, she would have ended it.
Yeah.
And would have had to have
eventually,
confessed.
yeah, she would have said something.
And Oz probably still would have taken her back.
Oh, Oz.
Such a good guy.
Oh, I would have had a poster of Oz on my wall as a 15-year-old.
He was one of the ones I had a signed picture. I think he was standing next to a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
The Wish.
The Wish. This is where we meet Anya.
Yeah.
Yep. And Cordelia
and
makes her wish.
I wish Buffy Summers had never come to Sunnydale.
Yep.
She didn't.
Yep. And then forward to the Master is back. Fruit Punch Mouth is back.
With a whole army.
Yeah.
Of vampires.
Yeah.
A whole factory.
Yeah. Yeah, it was bad news.
Yeah.
What did I grade that one? What did I give that one?
3.75.
Okay.
I went with 4.5. I love the Wish.
Why do you love it so much?
I just thought it was just such an interesting story.
Yeah.
On how like that one act changed things so much. And I like Cordelia makes the wish and then she dies like an hour later.
They all die, right?
Yeah.
Except for Giles. Alternate universe, always interesting.
Yeah.
What if?
Mm-hmm. Now we have amends.
Amends. This is where Oz and Willow get back together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet.
And this was the Christmas episode.
Yes.
Right? Where we have dinner. This was the eggnog, right? Eggnog episode. Mm-hmm. And Christmas dinner with Joyce and Faith.
Yes. And baby bangs.
Oh, baby bangs. Oh no. No, not good. No. And then, so this is the one where Angel is having visions of Jenny calendars.
Am I a righteous man?
Yes, we get a Jenny calendar cameo. We find out that's actually the first evil, and that's what's causing the visions. And so Angel is going to kill himself. He goes up to the hilltop, and he's going to let the sun rise and kill him. But then the magic of Christmas happens. It's a miracle. It's a Christmas miracle. God bless us, everyone. The snow comes, it blots out the sun. And then they get to walk through town together. Oh,
it's magical.
Yeah, it's magical.
So
what were the stakes on this one?
You were more than me. You were 275. I was 2.
Not your favorite.
No, I think other than like setting up Angel for his show.
Yeah.
Like this one didn't need to happen.
He needs to go be a righteous man.
Yeah.
Yes.
What if it didn't snow?
He would have died on that hill.
Yeah. How do you think that would have impacted Buffy?
How would it have impacted her? Oh my God. Mm-hmm. Man, that girl, she'd have to go through it again, huh?
Yeah. They're just going through it all.
Yeah. Yeah, that would not have been good for her. Next up was Gingerbread.
Yes.
The playground of dead children.
Yeah.
And then the dead children turn all the parents against their kids.
We got Mother Rose of the Occult.
Yes.
Moo.
Yes. Moo.
Joyce leading them all.
Yes, that's right.
Horrible. We meet Willow's mom.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And then Principal Snyder has a literal witch hunt, raids the lockers, and they find out Willow and Amy are witches. Mm-hmm. And this is where Amy gets turned into a rat.
Yeah.
And stays a rat for the rest of the season.
Yeah. She's still a rat. She did not get to graduate.
Hopefully season 4, Amy comes back.
That was a 3 for me and a 275 for you.
Yeah. I think that was the one that I made predictions for, and I said it could be literal gingerbread people.
That would have been amazing.
I'd still like to see that episode. That would be a high makeup budget, though.
Yeah. Oh, I thought they'd just be like all CGI, like the gingerbread man from Shrek.
Little animated, little clip art. They just
the legs don't move; they just hop.
Yeah. Oh man.
Helpless.
Okay, this was the one where there was a Slayer test, and they take away Buffy's powers.
Not a Slayer fest, because that's Homecoming.
Not a Slayer fest, a Slayer test. And this is where this is Kralik.
My pal.
Kralik, yes, and kidnaps Joyce, and then Buffy is very clever in how she kills him because he's addicted to those pills, and she takes the pills and he washes it down with a glass of holy water. Very smart.
Yeah. This is where you had your prop moment.
Yes, that was fun.
I was rewatching that yesterday, and still makes me laugh.
Classic.
It was amazing.
And this is where Giles is fired from the council.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big plot point. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. We met Quentin Travers from the council.
Yes. Yes. The next episode, episode 13, the Zeppo.
Yeah. We watched that together.
We did not like that episode.
No. And we've got some comments from people about, like, you're missing the point. And, how could you not like this episode? And, everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
I stand by my evaluation.
I still think they could have done a Xander-centric episode that wasn't that.
Yeah, it's another example of a main character who is pulling themselves away from their friends. It's very pronounced and unsettling as a viewer to watch it. And I think that was our issue with this episode was he was the main focus, but it was so superficial, the coverage of what else was going on with the rest of them. Yeah, I think there was probably a better way to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, how could we think this is the worst episode when we forgot about the pack? The pack was pretty bad.
The pack was bad, but
for reasons. Although the pack was a Xander-centric episode too, wasn't it?
Yes, but I don't think we disliked it for that reason. It was just,
but interesting commonality.
Yes, absolutely. This was my lowest score of the podcast so far. I gave it a 1. You gave it a 1.25.
Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. Yep.
Yeah.
What did we give the pack? Were we doing scores then?
I think at that point we were, but I do not have those scores handy. Those were before video, so it's really hard for me to pinpoint down where it is.
I got you.
With this one, I could just scroll through until the little Buffy steak icons come up.
Yeah.
But I will work on it.
Right.
So our next recap will have a full database of scores.
All right. We need a wiki page.
Yes. I think we'd get redeemed in the next episode. Bad Girls.
How so?
I just think it's a better
the quality
episode.
Of the episode, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. This is where we meet Wesley, the new Watcher.
Yeah, Wesley Quinton Price.
That's right. And then this is also the episode about the El Illuminati, not the Illuminati, the El Illuminati and Balthazar.
Yes, in his tub.
Yes, in his tub. And this is the episode where the mayor becomes invincible. And also, this is the episode where Faith stabs Alan. Yes. She and Buffy are having a great time being bad girls together until it goes a little out. It's all fun and games.
You stake somebody in the heart.
Stake a civilian. This is the real descent for Faith.
What if Buffy stabbed him instead of Faith?
Oh, I think there would have been at least the next episode would have been all about her spiraling into depression and a moral dilemma. She would have felt horrible. Yeah. And they would have had to talk her into coming back and doing what she has to do as a Slayer, and totally different consequences.
Yeah.
Which brings us to episode 15.
I like what you did there.
Thank you. Where we find out Faith's reaction is like, oh, well.
Yeah, these things happen.
It happened, and I'm going on with my badass life. This is also where she turns on Buffy and tells Giles a lie that it was Buffy that killed Alan. And thankfully, Giles knows that's not the case. And at the end, Faith ends up killing Mr. Trick, and she takes his job. Yeah. And this is where things really turn. Like, okay, Faith is now on the other side, and what are we going to do? I really was hopeful. I think in a lot of my predictions for this last half of the season, I held out hope that Faith was somehow going to find herself back on the path.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think there was still a possibility she could have been redeemed.
I mean, she kind of did. At the end, she was, appeared to Buffy in a dream or a vision and said that the mayor has a weakness, so kind of. Right? Even though she's in a coma for the rest of her life. So we think. Sean, I'm watching your poker face.
I mean, even if she does come back,
yeah,
you would have no idea when. I mean, is it season 4? Is it season 7? I mean, there's lots of.
Is she gonna be the same? Is she gonna be like able to do? Will she still have her Slayer powers?
Right.
Yeah, that would be interesting. All right.
I think soap operas use comas so much because you can just have them in the background forever until you need them. And call them out, bring them in.
Yeah. Episode 16, Doppelgangland.
I like this.
This was a good one. The Vampire Willow.
You watched this one on an edible.
Yes.
You did mention you were going to watch it again.
I should watch it again. I did not. I should.
Okay.
But I do like Vampire Willow a lot.
Yeah, you gave this one a 4.5. I was a 3.75. It's a good one. We get some more of Anya in this one.
Yep. And some more witchcraft. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. I liked it.
What if it was Vampire Xander that came back instead of Vampire Willow? Would have been very different.
It would have been very different. Was this the one where
Percy?
Is this the one where real Willow goes to the bronze? The Vampire Willow takes over the bronze, right?
Yes.
Right.
But yes.
And then real Willow pretends to be her.
Yes.
And Oz recognizes her because she does her little whatever wink or wave. Yeah. All right. If it were Xander, I don't know. Vampire Xander, is he any smarter than real Xander, or is he just like Willow's lackey?
I would think Willow's lackey.
Yeah. So then, things would, it wouldn't have gone. He wouldn't have taken over. He would have just been aimlessly going around and killing chicks. That's my guess.
Okay. Enemies.
Oh, this one had the good twist.
Yes.
Right? Where they get the Books of Ascension, and Faith tries to seduce Angel, right? And then they do something to supposedly take his soul away again, and then he pulls a fast one. He didn't really lose his soul. That was a really good twist. But they don't reveal that until they get Faith to spill everything on what the mayor's going to do. She does a nice little James Bond villain. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was a good twist. Yeah.
Yeah, we were both 3 3/4.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. And now we go on to Earshot. This is where Buffy gets infected by the demon goo.
Yes.
And she can hear everything. Everybody's thoughts. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And just gets worse and worse and worse. And this is the one where this was the smarmy journalism guy, right?
Yes.
They suspected him first, but no, it turned out to be, they thought it was Jonathan who was up in the clock tower. But no, it turned out Jonathan was going to use that rifle on himself.
In the
clock tower. Very, I don't know, very, very cliche, I would say. And then we find out, no, it was really the lunch lady poisoning the Jell-O.
I asked Megan, do we have rat poison?
Oh,
no, no rat poison.
No. And then Jonathan gets suspended, or I thought he was expelled, but no, just suspended.
Yeah.
Apparently, Jonathan. Do you think Danny Strong was negotiated that episode? I've been in the background of every friggin' episode.
No, I think it just happened to be that way.
Yeah.
Choices.
Yep. Buffy is thinking about her choices. What's she gonna do after graduation?
Right, going off to college.
Yep.
Or not.
And then they also have the choice. They have the box of Gravlocks, which we find out is demon beetles or something, spiders. Oh, nice. And they have to decide if they're going to swap the box for Willow, who had been kidnapped by Faith and the mayor.
Right.
And then by the end, Buffy decides to stay in Sunnydale because there's still too much going on there.
Willow is going to UC Sunnydale.
Oh, that's right. UC Sunnydale. You have any comments about that one?
Nah.
No? Okay.
We made our choices.
All right. Now, this is it. The last 3 episodes. Big stuff happening. Episode 20, the prom.
Give demons in cages.
Yep. Angel breaks up with Buffy.
He says he's going to leave.
Yeah, he's going to leave after setting himself up for his new show. He says, I got a better contract. And this is where we find out Cordelia is poor.
Yeah.
And yeah, this is the one with the hellhounds that are being programmed by the 80s prom movies. Awesome. Awesome plot device.
I enjoyed it.
I love
very
it.
much.
I love it. Xander goes to the prom with Anya, which was some funny moments. Anya having to adjust still to being a high schooler with no power and wanting to go on a date with a boy.
Yeah.
It's all very confusing. Emma, you did a good job portraying it.
And then towards the end, after Buffy deals with the demons, there's a special award given out to her by Jonathan.
Jonathan, who, he took a week off. He got some counseling, goal-oriented counseling. They were like, what's your goal? To not kill myself. All right, well, don't kill yourself. I'm cured. I'm going to school tomorrow. I'm going to head up the prom committee. Everything's great.
Yeah, everybody wins.
Prom miracle. Yep, and then Buffy does get to vote with Angel. He shows up at the last minute. But he's like, this doesn't change anything. We're still broken up and I'm still leaving.
I still can't stand you.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So, like, the rest of your life, that's going to be your prom memory. He broke my heart so many times. Ugh. It's like Phantom of the Opera. Now, the last 2.
Yeah, graduation day, part 1.
Oof. This is the big Willow and Oz. They did it. The ascension is imminent. So everybody's panicking. They don't know how to stop it. So this is how we're going out.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them. That's right.
That one woman, I think her name was Roz from 9 to 5. Atta girl.
That's right. Atta girl. Faith, again. Oh, we missed the last couple episodes. Faith has been like, that crossbow. Man, the crossbow made a comeback this season.
Yes.
So in this episode, she shoots Angel in the back with the crossbow. And they're all like, oh, it's great. She missed. Da, 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 da. No, she meant to hit him. It was a poison arrow, baby.
Laced with Killer of the Dead.
Yeah.
They called it.
Yeah. And this is the one where the mayor takes another step in preparation. He eats the spiders out of the box. And, this is Buffy and Faith their stunt people have a big battle scene, big fight scene at the apartment, and Buffy kills Faith.
Mm-hmm.
But not really.
Faith falls over the side of the building, lands on a truck loaded with pallets.
Your friend is only mostly dead.
And it just drives away.
You got to go to Miracle Max. Yep. And this is it. The last. Sean! I think we ordered from the same store.
Probably.
I'm going to send you the other $19.99.
Yes. We could, if we go to another Buffy thing, we could just.
Oh, we should wear our, yes, for sure. Yes.
Easy.
I love it. All right. Graduation day part 2. The big finish.
Mm-hmm. They know something's happening at graduation. They know that the mayor is the guest speaker.
Yep.
The volcanologist is dead.
Yep. We know that we find out that there's a cure for Angel, but he has to drink from a Slayer.
Which is why
that's
Buffy
what we knew in part 1. Faith. And so now Faith is dead, so he's going to have to drink from Buffy. Oh man. And she lets him. She says do it. She ends up in the hospital where, freaking Faith is there in the hospital. She's in a coma. The mayor is actually at the hospital and sees Buffy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tries to strangle her.
That's right. Tries to strangle her. Yep. So then we are at graduation because Buffy comes back, right? She's fine. Slayer strength. Yeah. That intermittent Slayer strength kicks in. We're at the graduation. The mayor is giving his speech, and then he transforms.
In an eclipse.
In an eclipse, that's right. There's an eclipse, and he transforms into the giant CGI worm. And then the big pivotal moment. Oh, what's this? Oh, what are we doing? Oh! The students rise up and they're attacking and they're fighting back. I love it. That was really great. I loved that. The mayor eats Snyder.
Yeah, he's gone.
He eats Larry.
Well, he didn't eat him. He whacked him with his tail.
He whacked him with his tail. He's dead. And then they lure him through the school, like the abyss water, through all the hallways, and Giles blows up the school.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that was great. That was a really good ending. And then, in the little epilogue part or whatever, Wesley leaves and Angel leaves. They have like one little moment of looking back. But yeah, Angel's out. He's on to the next show. Very satisfying ending, I would say.
Yes, yeah. You really enjoyed that fight scene with all the students against the mayor.
Yeah, that was great.
All right, let me put my clothes back on. No more outfits.
Okay.
There'll be a separate clip of Sean's wardrobe thing.
I love it. The hidden camera.
Not that kind of podcast. Sunnydale Diaries after dark.
That's right.
All right, so that was all of season 3, all 22 episodes.
So this is supposedly the best season.
You know what? I'm not going to say it's the best. I'm going to say it's my favorite.
I don't think you're alone. I was looking on Wikipedia, and it seems that's the consensus, is that this is the best season.
I think, like, as far
which
as
is
like
sad for me. We got 4 to go. Oh, yes.
They all have their good points.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it gets bad from here. Okay. Like, for me, this one is really the nostalgia of it, because this was the first one I watched all the way through. A lot of good stuff going on in my life at that moment. So,
yeah.
But we got some good stuff coming in season 4.
Okay.
So, what do you think is going to happen in season 4?
What is going to happen? Well, I don't know. They're going to have to get jobs, or they're going to be in college. They're not all going to the same college, right?
Right.
Is Faith going to come back? No. I think she's just going to be in the coma. Maybe there's another alternate universe or some kind of weird, spell thing that she might have an episode, but I don't think she's going to be a major character. But so does that kick off another Slayer that she's in a coma?
The line ends, or like it moved to the next Slayer when that previous one dies. So she's not dead.
No, she didn't pull a Buffy and like die momentarily, and they brought her back into the coma.
Maybe they did.
Oh, this show. All right, what's going to happen? Buffy and Willow are going to the same school, right?
Yep, both going to see Sunnydale.
Okay, I mean, they're in Sunnydale still, so they'll be forefront. Willow will probably up her witchcraft game, and somehow there will be at least one episode where a spell goes awry and creates havoc in town.
I think you can apply that to like any show with magic.
Yeah. Well, all right.
There will be one episode where a spell goes wrong.
It's like horoscopes. I'm going to make it really general so it'll hit. Let's see. Xander. I don't think Xander's going to college. I think Xander's going to get a job somewhere, so he'll be sticking around and he'll be there to annoy them some more.
Okay. What kind of job is he going to get?
Oh, gas station attendant.
Okay.
Or Or he's going to go work in a bookstore and be really obnoxious, like know-it-all in the bookstore. Faux intellectual kind of thing. Yeah. And then Oz is going to get Oz. Is Oz going to go to school? No, Oz is going to get some kind of tech job, civilian life. But they'll all still be around. Those four will be there anyway in town. Giles. Yeah, what's Giles going to do? Is he going to quit his librarian job? Or they're all going to be like those people that graduate college or graduate high school, and they're always going back to the high school to visit.
Well, they can't. They blew up the high school.
Oh, they blew up the high school. All right. Giles. What's Giles going to be doing? Giles going to take over the magic shop.
What?
He's going to take over the magic shop so that Willow can come in and get her stuff, and that'll be their little headquarters.
Yeah.
You like that?
Interesting.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anya.
Oh, Anya. I think Anya is going to be hanging around, and she and Xander are going to develop into something for a little while longer. And then eventually she'll get her powers back, I think. Maybe not in this season.
Right. What about Buffy's love life now that Angel is gone?
Oh, for sure. She's going to date some guys, but they're going to be like, they're not going to stick around. She's going to have, she can't be a girlfriend. She can't be a girlfriend unless it's somebody as equally effed up, whose life is equally effed up as hers.
Interesting.
Thanks.
Yeah. There is one Buffy Angel crossover episode that I think I'm going to ask that we watch.
Okay.
So it's a Buffy episode, and then the story crosses over into Angel.
Okay. All right. So she goes on his show.
Yeah.
Help him boost ratings. Give him a little Buffy bump.
It was pretty early on, too.
Yeah.
Probably like on the episode 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Because they got their ratings in. The first few episodes of ratings,
more.
they were like, oh no, we better do something. Get Sarah Michelle over here. Stat.
Compared to where we were at the end of season 2, how invested are you compared to then? Do you think it's gotten better? Do you think it's gotten worse?
I don't know if I wouldn't say I'm invested. But I'm enjoying the episodes, generally, I will say, more than I was. Okay. For different reasons. I think the first season I was enjoying poking holes in everything and, and making fun. Now, right. And I think even at the end of season 2, I was seeing that I was enjoying watching, I was getting a little more into the plot lines. Because there is a plot line, at least. There's some arcs going on now that weren't there in season 1.
All right.
All right.
Anything else you want to say about season 3?
I think it was a pretty good season.
We did have, as the Slayer does, she slayed, and we did have some departures.
Oh, yes, we did. And we'd like to say fare thee well into the afterlife. Oh, Joyce. Oh, man. That awesome mohawk. The worms. Yeah. Gwendolyn.
Eat that.
Awesome. Bye. Senseless. Oh. We didn't even know he had a name. How many of those didn't need to die?
It's very sad.
Oh, you're sad. You're sad. Some of them I'm not sad about.
No.
What do you think? Was Alan an innocent?
I think so. I really don't think he knew
No?
how deep he was in it and what really was going on with the mayor. And I mean, he was going to them, we think, going to Buffy and Faith to tell them about what was going on.
Yeah, I guess.
When he got staked.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he was. He was just a good civil servant.
Oh, fare thee well, Alan. Rest in peace. So, Sean, and you're don't. So, Sean, how do you want to close out this season 3 recap?
I would like to give some thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you to our listeners and viewers. We said a couple episodes ago we hit over 10,000 downloads, and that still blows my mind.
That's amazing.
So, thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing and leaving us reviews, leaving us comments.
Yes.
We love reading your comments. Thank you to our friend who made our theme music that plays beginning and end.
You can find him on YouTube at Elysium_music and check out his awesome compositions there. He's very talented. We're very lucky that he took the time to make our theme.
As I was playing through the episodes to get the ratings, it starts off with the theme, and every time.
Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, it's amazing. So thank you. Thank you to everybody that entered our 5x7x5 haiku contest. Thank you. Thank you. It was really fun for us to read those. And if you guys are interested, let us know. We can publish everybody's entries if they're okay with that. Why should we gatekeep?
Share that creativity.
That's right.
We'll be starting off Buffy season 4 soon. Episode 1, The Freshman.
Right. Oh,
also
UC Sunnydale.
Yeah. Also a song by Verve Pipe.
Oh yeah. Is it in that episode?
No.
Oh, you're saying it's also. Oh, you're funny.
It's also a song.
All right, Sean, why don't you talk about our socials?
Sure. We are everywhere at the Sunnydale Diaries.
Yeah.
We're also on Blue Sky at Sunnydale Diaries. No the at the beginning of that. Mm-hmm. You can send us an email.
Yep.
The Sunnydale Diaries at gmail.com. And we have a website, thesunnydalediaries.com. And you can get an invite to our Discord server.
Yep.
You can download your 2025 PDF Jenny calendar.
Yep.
Get links to our episodes. Lots of stuff you can do on our website. Check it out.
Reach out and touch us soon. Did you like that? I haven't sang in a long time.
You haven't? No. We need more singing. We need them to eat more food so we can do more snack episodes.
Hopefully there's some food episodes in this season.
Do you want to give your quick prediction for the freshman? And then we'll close.
Oh, the freshman. Okay, let's see. So, she's going to get to school, and she's going to be nervous, but she's going to be fine because she's got her friend Willow there. And she's going to meet somebody new who turns out to be evil.
Okay.
And she'll kill them.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll be back next time with our season 4 premiere.
All right. Bye. Woo!
Bye.